Okay, so hello and good morning everyone. Today is the 10th of May and we are live with the version 90 of the FMS. So इसको update करने के लिए it's the same process. You go to CUIT box, go to get updated code. A window will open up here. You're supposed to copy everything that you have and close this. Go to extensions, go to AppScript. सबसे पहले आपका कोड वाला विंडो खुल जाएगा. यहाँ पे सेलेक्ट एवरीथिंग, delete it for good measure, and just paste the code that we have just copied. Ensure that you have 53 lines of code. इसको आप सेव कर दो यहाँ से and come to the library, and here what you will do is you will choose version 91. So there is already a new update on this, so choose version 91, that's the latest one, and click on save. Once you have saved it, you can go to deploy and click on new deployment. यहाँ पे फिर से आप deploy click करो and यहाँ पे copy the second link that is there. Click on done. You are ready to close this window. Go to your settings page and here delete the old deploy link and this is your new deploy link. Now, very important, before you deploy this particular file, it is very important that first you refresh this file. ठीक है, एक बार इस फाइल को आप रिफ्रेश कर लो, उसके बाद CUIT बॉक्स मेनू सिस्टम आपका फिर से खुलेगा. यहाँ पे वेट फॉर इट टू रीलोड. And here from the admin section you will click on update sheet. The update sheet function is almost always run when there is a script level change in the file and we need to create new, tables or new worksheets. So here the worksheets that we have created is this table view and the other one is called this dashboard. Now what these things are going to do, I'm going to show you once I have deployed the file. ठीक है, so मैं फाइल को डिप्लॉय कर देता हूँ यहाँ से. Now you will see you will get a fresh interface with easier navigation plus access to custom tables and dashboards. So यहाँ पे this is the new version right now. Okay, so this is the interface that you get to see here. Now here, if you go to this filters here, okay, you get a side panel and here you can see different tables. If you click on these tables, you will basically get to see custom tables that you have created. To go back to the main system, you need to click on this refresh button and you are going to come back to your original FMS the way it is shown. Now, how do you create these tables? You go to this table view in the backend and here you can basically give it a name, right? Whatever table names you want to give it. And these column names are basically nothing but the steps that you want to show as part of that custom table. Okay, so these column names or the step names, they come directly from this settings page. So you can just choose a few of these uh, step names. Okay, I'm just going to create another table for you guys. So I'm going to come here. Let me add maybe another 100 rows here. And I am simply pasting these new steps here. I'm going to call this, let's say, I'm going to call this testing deployment. Okay. So now I've given this same name to all these new steps that I have just created. And now I will move over to my front end here. I can come to my filter and I should be able to see this here once I have reloaded this particular file. So let's just quickly reload this. यहाँ पे आपको once you have created this table, you don't need to do anything from any of these menu system like update sheet or update timestamp. Nothing is required. Just reload your FMS, come to the filters, go to the table view, and now you see this testing deployment is right here. So click on it. Just give it a second. I think it is still loading. Just give me a second. Anyways, so I'll come back to this particular thing. Now let me also show you the dashboards. Okay, how these dashboards are created and what are they? They are basically nothing but your Looker Studio links. Initially, you might get these errors that it's refusing to connect, but it typically happens when there is a data connection issue. Okay, you can try a couple of times. It will load. It should load. Okay, so let me try another one here. So this thing is loading. Now, how do you get this? Is very simple. The process of creating a Looker Studio dashboard is same. You would go ahead and create your normal Looker Studio dashboards, and then you will come to your dashboard worksheet that this particular script has just recently created, and you will basically put in a different name, whatever is the name of this report. So whatever names you put here in the report name, they will basically come here. Okay, so shipping dashboard, order report dashboard, so all these are coming directly from here. Now these links are Looker Studio links. Okay, you will click on the share option in your Looker Studio and copy that particular link, and you paste this link here. The logos are nothing but JPEGs which are shared with anybody with the link as an editor, and those shared links from the drive are basically pasted here. Whatever logo links are put here, they will be displayed here like this. These are basically the logo links, and the view user groups are basically from your settings tab, from this column Y, whatever user groups are here, you can simply pick up any of these user groups separated by commas, and you can put them here in the dashboard separated by commas. So if I have to, maybe let's say I want to give access to billing as well, so I will simply come here and I will put test comma billing like this. So now the billing guys, whenever they log in to the FMS and click on the dashboard, they will also be able to see only the shipping dashboard, because I have only given them access to the shipping dashboard. The test guys will be able to see all the dashboards. So that's how this thing works. So guys, from any of the table views, if you need to go back to the main page, you need to click on this small refresh button. This will take you to the main page. Please make a note of this. सो फ्रॉम हियर इफ यू नीड टू एडिट एनीथिंग, अगर आपको कुछ एडिट करना है, आप यहाँ पे इस रो पे आप क्लिक करोगे, जिस जिस रो को आपको एडिट करना है, मल्टीपल रोज भी आप कर सकते हो, बट बहुत ज़्यादा रोज को एक साथ आप एडिट मत करो, क्योंकि ये स्क्रिप्ट पे बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर डालता है. सो जो जो रोज को आपको सिलेक्ट करना है वो सिलेक्ट कर लो एडिट करने के लिए. ये ऊपर का एक एडिट का बटन है, इसको आप सिलेक्ट करो. अब जहाँ जहाँ पे आपको एडिट राइट्स हैं, वो सारे जगह में आप इसको एडिट आप कर पाओगे. डिपेंडेंट ड्रॉप डाउन्स एंड एवरीथिंग एल्स इज वर्किंग परफेक्टली. ठीक है, ये सारा आपको ऑप्शंस मिल जाएंगे.
सेम टाइम इफ आई डोंट हैव टू एडिट नाउ, अब मुझे केवल रिसेट ही करना है.
हाँ,
मुझे आपको नहीं कर एडिट नहीं करना है उस टाइम पे, तो हम वापस हम एक्चुअली बेसिकली रीसेट करते हैं उस टाइम पे.
हम्म.
अब यहाँ पे क्या रीसेट नहीं है, तो हमको क्या उसको सेव करके वैसा करना पड़ेगा?
नहीं तो अभी तो मैं एडिट कर रहा था, अब आप कह रहे हो कि इसमें रीसेट करना है, तो रीसेट का ये बटन,
बाय मिस्टेक मैंने एडिट के लिए मैंने एडिट कर दिया
तो
उसको.
बस सेव कर दो. तो
लेकिन
यहाँ पे मान के चलो आपने एडिट बाय मिस्टेक कर दिया यहाँ पे, ठीक है ना, तो आप
मैं-
यहाँ पे वापस इसको बस यहाँ पे सेव कर दो, या फिर आप रीसेट भी क्लिक कर सकते हो. यहाँ पे अगर मैंने एडिट कर दिया and you don't want to make any changes, you just click on this refresh button. That will also work. ठीक है. But this also, what I did earlier was, I selected a few of these options that I could select from to basically create a filter. And after that नीचे यहाँ पे सेव फिल्टर का एक बटन आ गया था. सेव जैसे ही मैंने किया, उसके बाद मेरे पास यहाँ पे हैव टू ऑब्वियसली रीलोड दिस पेज वंस. तो जो मैंने फिल्टर किया था उस फिल्टर को मैंने सेव भी कर लिया. सो नाउ व्हेन आई क्लिक ऑन द फिल्टर व्यू ऑप्शंस, जो जो चीज़ मैंने प्री सेलेक्ट किया था वो सारा चीज़ यहाँ पे सेव हो गया है. Now if I want to add more filters, I can do that also. ठीक है, ये हो जाता है. एंड नाउ आई कैन क्रिएट another filter view as well. So let's just say I can say ab testing underscore whatever, और एक फिल्टर व्यू भी आपके लिए यहाँ पे सेव हो रहा है. अगर आपको इसको रीसेट करना है तो यू यूज दिस बटन. इससे बेसिकली ये पूरा फिल्टर्स रीसेट हो जाते हैं आपके.